What's up? What's up? What's up, everybody? How you guys doing? Hey, what's up, Lock Queen Dominique? Hey, Jeanette, how are you? Hey, Ebby. Mwah. Haven't talked to Ebby in days, y'all. Hey, Tracy, Patty Duke, little baby, Young Rich. What's up? How you doing? You not late. Hey, L Love, how you doing? It's hot where you are. It's extra hot. Oh my goodness. Hey, keep it real. Special shout out to all my members lit up in green. What's up, you guys? All right, let's get into it. Let's get into it. Hold on, I'm trying to share this live because child. I'm sorry. All right, we're gonna get into it. Hold on. I'm sorry. All right. Okay, sorry about that, you guys. What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? Hey, Lauren. What's up, Cams? Hey, yes, we are on. We are here. So, first of all, we're just going to do a lot of talking about them housewives today. I was going to do some quick drops, but it was so much housewife news. I said, let's just talk about the housewives. Let's just go franchise by franchise. Now, first of all, y'all know I don't look at New York, so I apologize if you want some New York news. I don't have none because I don't watch New York. I don't know nothing about it. The only thing I have heard is that rumors is that they're trying to bring Bethany back for next season. I don't know if that's true or not, but they're trying to get Bethany Frankel back for next season. That is what I've heard. I got a date night look. I got a wild hair look. I feel like my hair is just all over the place. I feel like it is just a whole lot doing its own thing going on here. It is just a lot. But it is what it is. Can I pin my put up? You know what? I need to add my PO box to my description box. I sure can. Hold on, let me put it in there right now. I need to add it. Thank you. It's 1331. Hold on. PO box 1331. PO box 1331. Upper Marlboro, Maryland 20772. There it is. Sorry. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the super chat. Oh, thank you so much. That's so sweet. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. For the super chat. But yes, that is my PO box. And I do need to add, I need to update my description box anyway. I gotta change some stuff around and add some things. Because I want to make sure I have the links to all the other to the TSF and to the Teacher Project 2.0. I need to add all of those links. But I will update that. I need to update that today, child. All right. But thank you so much, L Love, for asking. Thank you so much, and thank you again for the super chat. Appreciate it much. I again, y'all know I don't watch New York. I said I was gonna try. I watched a couple of episodes with Niecy, but y'all, I just couldn't get it. I just didn't. But I may go back if Bethany comes back, and my people help me figure some things out. I may go back. Um. Let's start with New Jersey and work our way around the country. We're gonna end with Salt Lake City and the Housewives because they got some real stuff going on over there. But let's get through the little minutia. The Real Housewives of New Jersey. Y'all know they are filming. The release date is supposed to be early 2022, but they may push it up because of what's going on in Atlanta. We'll get there in a minute. But as of right now, the last release date I heard was early 2022, but they are filming now, and they're pretty much done filming. They started filming in late May, and y'all know they usually film for about 3 to 4 months, give or take if there's something major going on or whatever. But they the big stories for New Jersey are as follows. We know that Tiki Barber's wife has been filming. If you guys don't know who Tiki Barber is, he's a former NFL running back, great running back, but was involved in a horrible cheating scandal a couple of years after he retired from the NFL. He had a really good broadcasting job going on, and he had an affair, allegedly, but we know it's true. He had an affair with, I've heard everything from the nanny to the housekeeper, but somebody that worked in his home who was a college student at the time. They ended up having an affair. His wife was pregnant at the time. Him and his wife divorced, and he ended up marrying her. So I'm sure that is going to be something that is going to be discussed. There ain't no way they can get around that. I'm sure they're going to put their own spin on it, that it won't what we thought it was and all that good stuff. But we know he's been filming because we have seen, we know they've been filming because we've seen his wife in pictures, and we've also seen Tiki Barber in pictures. So we know they filming. We had the other housewife who we weren't sure how much of her we was going to see because remember she was pregnant. But we had talked about that. I thought the lady was an intern at NBC. That's what I'm saying, little baby. I've heard a lot of different versions. I did hear that she was an intern as well. I've heard a lot of versions of how they met up. But neither here nor there, it wasn't a good look. And it cost him his job. And it cost him a lot of money as far as endorsements and stuff. Because he was seen as like one of those, like, goody two-shoes type. He had a very clean reputation. And that just really was not a good look. It just was not a good look for him. Yeah, I did hear that as well, little baby, but I'm sure we're going to get the whole story. I'm sure we're going to get the breakdown at some point during the season. Now, the other storyline we have is Teresa she sold her home, it's sold, and she purchased a new home with her new boyfriend. Now, what I'm hearing is that the ladies are happy for Teresa, but they are like, she's moving a little bit too fast, and she needs to slow down, and she needs to move very cautiously with this new guy. But he is also filming. Again, we have seen pictures of him filming with the husbands, and y'all know that that's a whole vibe on New Jersey. Out of all of the franchises, minus New York, because I don't watch New York, but out of all of the franchises, the guys on the husbands on New Jersey, they got it locked down. Like, they are so entertaining. They can carry their own scenes. Like, when you look at New Jersey, like, the men legit have their own like vibe, and they film scenes that they carry it without the women being anywhere around, and like they become some of the most memorable scenes of the episode are the guys. Like, I really feel like they need to give them a spinoff. I mean, please, Andy, please. So, hey, Miss Venus, how you doing? So that is what's going on now. The big storyline that came out a few days ago, and again, I couldn't get to listen, y'all, I'll give y'all the breakdown on this weekend, honey. It was great because at the end of the day, the wedding went well. If you follow me on Instagram, you've seen the pictures from the wedding. You've seen my sister, my beautiful sister, and her new husband, and my nephew, and you see pictures. Listen, if you follow me on the Instagram, you can see all them pictures. The husbands are Married to Medicine. Yeah, they have a vibe too. They definitely have a vibe. But the big storyline, I told you guys before that Jennifer is being iced out by the majority of the women on the show. Her and Melissa are not getting along. Her and what's the other lady, y'all? The one that wrote the book, little baby. What's her name? The one that wrote the book. Her Marge. Is it Marge? That her and her mother got the same name. They're not getting along. Her and Melissa aren't getting along. And the other girl, the one that the rumor was being spread about her husband last season, they're not getting along. And so Jennifer has been iced out. She has not, Marge, thank you. She has not been filming with a lot of the ladies. And y'all know how that goes. If you don't film, thank you, Jackie. If you don't film, but of course, her and Teresa are still cool, so she's going to all those events. But the big news that came out over the last couple of days is that Marge is going around letting everybody know that Jennifer's husband cheated on her. Now, there was this big scene allegedly where Jennifer, throws a drink on Marge or in Marge's face or whatever because of this whole rumor situation that she's spreading about her husband. Now, they tried to say, listen, that happened a long time ago. We worked through it. We moved through it. And, why are you bringing this up now? That's old news. Now, my kids have to see that their daddy cheated on me. That's really messed up on your part. But what we're finding out is that maybe that affair was not so long ago. that maybe there was another affair, some alleged new side chick. I'm doing good. How are you and how was the wedding? Wedding was wonderful. I'll give y'all a wedding story at the end. Wedding was wonderful though. Y'all, listen. I said, oh. Then now they're trying to say that maybe even Jennifer had her own little side situation. Now listen, y'all, I don't know. But that is what is being alleged, and those are the rumors, okay? I do hate that they take advantage of that, gang up, and push our method on these Housewives shows. Yeah, I do too, but yeah, I do too. I do too. I ain't gonna lie, I do too. Because I definitely hate it when I see it on Potomac, and I hate it when I see. You're right. I hate it when I see it on all the shows. Because we had a whole thing last season on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, which we're gonna get to. Remind me, Denise. Remind me, little baby. I gotta tell y'all something. Give y'all an update on Denise, because we know the obvious on the Beverly Hills, but I got something to tell y'all about Miss Denise too. Okay. Right, little baby. Now that's all allegedly. That's all allegedly, and I'm sure it's gonna all come out on the show. It's all part of the storyline. They said that there was a scene being filmed, and allegedly Jennifer threw a drink in Marge's face for bringing it up on camera. So we're gonna get there, honey. We are going to get there. But that is what's going on with New Jersey now. Again, the air date for New Jersey right now is early 2022, but don't be surprised if they push that date up, especially if they're done filming or pretty much done filming, because of COVID and because of what's going on down in Atlanta, which we're going to get to in a minute. The whole schedule is thrown off. So let's get there. Let's talk about Potomac for a minute. Well, I'm working my way around the country. So we went from New York, we don't do nothing in New York. New Jersey, we're gonna do Potomac, Atlanta, Dallas, Salt Lake City, and Beverly Hills. Okay, that's how. And well, Orange County ain't got a whole lot going on, but I guess we'll talk about them. Okay. I ain't really got a lot to say about Orange County either, honestly. So let's get to Potomac. They should keep Jennifer all of that news, child. They need to just cancel Atlanta. Yeah, listen, Atlanta might be in trouble. That's the truth. Atlanta might be in trouble, y'all. So Potomac, again, not really a whole lot. We know that we are in the process of filming. Last week or the week before last, some pictures, some shady pictures came out with Michael Darby. And of course, the first thing was, is he out there cheating? He took a picture with some women. Now, he came out later and said, listen, he was out having some drinks. They were fans of the show. They wanted to take a picture. He took a picture, and that's all there was to it. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I think that's all there was to it, too. I think he's smart enough that if he going to cheat, he is smart enough to not be out there in public flaunting it like that. He got caught the last time. Remember, the only reason why he got caught the last time is because he got caught slipping. He was standing in the hotel room in his boxer briefs, and he got caught slipping with the girl taking a picture. He ain't get caught because he was out in them streets being obvious, kissing on somebody or letting somebody kiss on him. Let's remember, okay? It was not that obvious, okay? So I don't believe that if that happened, I don't believe he would be that obvious. Don't they love to show off their boobs in Orange County, child? I don't know. I watched one season, but I don't remember no boobs. You, Abby, and y'all was right about Mother Mary's son being a Rainbow Coalition. I'm like, no, I just couldn't see it. Then listen, Young Rich, I don't know how you ain't see it. I don't know how you ain't see it. I don't know how you ain't see it. When that one scene when he pranced down them steps, I said, okay. Mm-hmm. I mean, I ain't want to try to put nobody in a closet or pull them out of it, but I would just had observations. Anyway, the other thing that I read coming out of Potomac, again, there's not really a lot going on right now. They was talking about that Gizelle unfollowed Karen. Hell, I didn't even know they was following each other. They don't like each other. Who thought they was following each other? I'm just saying. Yeah, he floated up the stairs. That's what it was. He went up them stairs. Whatever it was, I knew it was an exit. And it was an exit. And then, of course, Wendy is complaining about editing because it's making her look like a crazy woman. She said that scene when she went off on Mia was edited down and that it, she didn't start it, Mia did, and yada, yada, yada. Child, whatever. Anyway, they always want to blame editing when they come out looking crazy. Anyway, so not too much going on with Potomac because we're still in the middle of the season. Honestly, ain't really a lot with that. Okay, let's get down to the Atlanta. Okay. So today we found out that Kenya Moore has filed for divorce again from Mark Daly. And Mark is asking for half of everything. Here's the problem. You didn't have a prenup, dum-dum. You didn't have a prenup. Now, y'all know we've had these conversations before. I'm not about to go down that rabbit hole of prenup, no prenup, what this state say you can get, what that state say you can get. Well, how long did they live in the same house? Well, they weren't really together. I ain't going down that road. What I am going to say is Mark putting her in divorce timeout again, child. But what I am going to say is this. You in trouble, girl. You didn't have a prenup and y'all have been married, whether y'all been separated or not, living in the same house or not, whether he been in New York and you been in Atlanta, whatever the situation might be, y'all have been married for about 4 years now. That's pretty, and you didn't have no prenup. So if he want to come after you for, spousal support, if he wants to come after you for whatever, like I know that allegedly Mark got his own money, but we know that, let's assume for a minute, he really did have all these successful restaurants and he really did have the money that they claimed he had. We know COVID kicked him in the butt. We know that one of his restaurants closed during COVID. So like, he could really be like, well, what I was making this, but now I'm making that, and she's making this, and y'all, we've seen this happen. If he wants to be nasty and vindictive, he absolutely, Kenya could be in trouble. Mark is asking for equity in her house. Yeah, and that's the house that she owned. We know it is documented, well documented, that she owned that house before she even met that man. But you did not have a prenup. Now, I hope you get a good lawyer. Because it seems like with a good lawyer, you might be able to just write him a check and let him go about his merry little way. But did his reality show fall through? I'm thinking it did. What's up, Herman TV Junkie, y'all? She's another creator. Y'all go check her reviews out. I think it might have, because I ain't heard nothing about it. Have y'all heard anything about Mark's reality show? I ain't heard nothing about no reality show. Child, I ain't heard nothing about no reality show. Kenya's always the wrong woman. I think it's all for the show. Wait, I thought he was the one with the money. No, they made it seem like he had so much money, but Kenya make more money than him. He owns restaurants, but all that closed during COVID, and I know at least one of his restaurants closed permanently. I'm feeling like. What's up, SDK? Is there a legal document stating all of this, or just coming from Kenya's mouth? Listen, I don't do that kind of research. I just go by what they saying. She said ain't no prenup. He's saying that he want half, the equity in her home. We'll find out. Y'all know once the paperwork get filed and divorce go through, y'all know they're going to report on it, but. I mean, Kenya could have very well have said it for the purposes of a storyline. You know what I'm saying? But I can only go by what she said, child. No, just that one time it was mentioned he had one coming featuring his restaurant that's supposed to show Black love. Black love. Oh. Black love with who? His real wife? Because it won't Kenya. Child. Yeah, she does SDK. And like I said, hey, what's up, KFS? And like I said, it could very well have been something she said for the purposes of a storyline. But child, that's all I can go by, because I mean, I ain't going through no court documents. I know he was supposed to open a new restaurant location in Miami, but I guess RHOBH stopped that. Yeah, I know that at least one of his restaurants closed during COVID. Now I know before COVID and when they first got married, they were saying that he had like, a bunch of restaurants and clubs. Like they made it seem like he had a lot. And again, I don't know if that's true or not. I can't say it is or it isn't. I don't know if that's true or not, but that's what they were saying, is that, he had a bunch. So we'll see. Child, is it the saga that will never end? I'm over it. Like at this point, I wish you well, Kenya. I don't wish no ill on you, but I'm over it. I could care less about you or your marriage or your husband. Like at this point, it's been 3 seasons. How do you file for divorce when there's no file for marriage? Listen, now that's the other thing. Ain't nobody ever found that marriage certificate. Now, again, I ain't been looking for it, but I know other people have, and they ain't found one listed here or in St. John's where they got married, in Atlanta or in New York. So they said that, listen, they said they can't find the marriage certificate, child. I don't know about a lot of restaurants. I just know that one restaurant in Brooklyn, my friend that drinks there, the drinks there are good. Okay. Rumor has it that Melody Holt of Love and Marriage Huntsville wants to join. I think she does. I absolutely believe she wants to get on Atlanta. And but here's the thing. Carlos ain't letting go of his cash cow. Listen, Carlos King struck gold with Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I'm not saying like when whatever contracts they have, I'm not saying that when her contract is up, she won't move to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? She may very well do that. I mean, move to the show. And Carlos, I've heard that she wants to be on there as well. And I've heard that she's even done some testing. Like she's gone out to eat. What's up, Gina Bina? That she's even gone out, with some of the ladies. I've heard that. I haven't seen any evidence of it, but I heard that. So what's up, Vovo? He may not be able to get equity out of the house. Tenacity in the entirety doesn't count here. She owned it before the marriage. Y'all fool me once with that Melody. Y'all won't fool me twice. I mean, I've heard the rumors as well. I just don't know. But I know that Carlos ain't giving Melody up easy. I'm gonna tell you that. And honestly, Melody has a really good relationship with Carlos. Hold on, y'all. Hello. Hey, I was on live. What's up? I apologize for that. That was Niecy, y'all. For those of you who know my niece, that was Niecy. She's in town. She stayed here last night. She came in for the wedding, and that was her calling me. We're getting ready to meet for dinner in a few minutes. So, well, not in a few minutes, but yeah, a few minutes. So that she was just calling me to get the information. So sorry about that. Sorry about that. She showed something on season 12 reunion that she said was the marriage certificate, but we don't know what it was, child. Every week, Love in Huntsville gets new eyes, and yeah. I mean, Melody, and she has a good relationship with Carlos. Like her and Carlos, because she did that show on BET that it was like sort of similar to like Black Love, and she hosted it. When they had that quarantine thing, she hosted one of those episodes with the ladies from Love and Marriage Huntsville. So she got a good thing going over there on her own. I don't see her jumping ship unless it is going to be very lucrative for her, because at this point, with the ratings going down on Atlanta and the ratings going up on Love and Marriage Huntsville, I don't really see the advantage of her jumping over to Bravo. I don't see the advantage of it. Another YouTuber I watch says that Bravo doesn't like to hire people from reality shows from other networks. That may very well be true. Maybe they will get Carlos and his team to produce. Nope. Carlos ain't going back. Why would he go and why would he? That's like taking a step backwards. He came from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. He now has 3 successful reality shows. He has 2 on OWN and he has 1 on BET. Remember, he struck, okay, so he struck gold with Love and Marriage Huntsville, and then he just struck gold with Encore. Encore, as long as we keep watching it, that show can go on for about another 3 or 4 seasons. Because first of all, they can do a guy's version. They can do another female version. You know how many girl groups they can tap into? They can do this for 3, 4 more seasons. They can bring back some of these ladies that, you know, they can do some stuff. Then again, they're talking about a male version of the Encore where they bring back guy groups. So listen, he can take this thing and Encore can keep going for a minute. The Bell Collective, I don't think the numbers are as good as Love and Marriage Huntsville, but it is coming back for season 2. And so again, just like with Love and Marriage Huntsville, it can grow traction. So if I were Melody, I wouldn't go nowhere. Yeah, I wouldn't go nowhere. But again, if they offering now, if it's lucrative and they offering the right amount of money, you know, that's another conversation. You know what I'm saying? I agree, KFS. I agree. She said Melanie better stay where she is. Carlos knows how to do black mess with class. Imagine if Huntsville was on Bravo. They would have tore into everyone. Yeah. He said he would come back if they let him bring his team, but I'm going to need a Keely spit out child. No, we're not doing that. Carlos said he would work with Bravo if he could bring back his whole entire production team. Okay. Okay, well, hey. Now, going back to Bravo is different than going back to the Real Housewives of Atlanta. Going back to Bravo is he would bring his stuff to the network. Going back to Atlanta, okay. Listen, if he said he would do it, go for it, Carlos. Go for it. All right, so that's Potomac. We're already in Atlanta. Oh, we were in Atlanta. The other thing with Atlanta is they have still not started filming. Normally, they are well into production by now. Like they're usually done. Going closer to the holidays. Remember, Potomac used to film during the fall. Because we got Christmas parties and Halloween events and things like that when it came to the Real Housewives of Potomac. But again, because of, you know, the Rona, everything has kind of bloop, bloop, bloop and thrown off. And so what we end up having is now, because people ain't signed their contracts and they're having contract disputes, and we got Portia doing her spinoff and we got Candy doing her little spinoff thing. Everybody's kind of doing their own thing, and they're not even supposed to start filming. They keep pushing the date back. I think the last date I saw was October. So the fact that they have not even started, what's up, Star? Hey, Taurus. Hey, Steven. Because they have not even started filming for this season, where normally they would be almost done by now filming. That is why I think the Real Housewives of New Jersey is going to be pushed up. And I don't think that we're going to wait until January, because we know that Bravo likes to keep at least 2 shows in rotation. Like right now, I'm sorry, like right now, they're having a lot of casting issues, yeah. And of course, I know that you guys have all seen the reviews, the rumors of who's doing what. We've seen all the rumors of potentially, you know, Sheree coming back. We done heard Phaedra. Hell, we done heard Nene. We've heard all the rumors. So at this point, I don't think they know what's going on. So we will see. I think the Bell Collective is good for OWN, and Love and Marriage Huntsville is good for reality in general in terms of viewership. Yeah. So because we don't have, because Real Housewives of Beverly Hills probably only has about 4 or 5 more episodes. I'm not sure exactly how many, but we're already in episode 11 or 12. So we might have about 5 or 6 more episodes of Housewives. I don't think we have a whole lot more with Beverly Hills. And we know that Salt Lake City, which is what I'm going to talk about in a few minutes, Salt Lake City is supposed to start in September. But if Salt Lake City starts in September, that's kind of, we have the Beverly Hills. Then what do we have? We don't have anything. We don't have anything. Married to Medicine is not, nothing new there. And we don't have another Housewives show. So that's why I think they're going to push New Jersey up. And I think we're going to see New Jersey in late 2021 rather than early 2022. But that's just my prediction. That don't mean nothing. But that's Atlanta, y'all. So don't hold your breath. We don't know anything about Atlanta. We don't even know who has a contract for Atlanta at this point. We don't know nothing, child. Let's get on over there to Dallas. Candy needs to focus on getting her health food rating. Woo, Lord. Y'all know I ate at that restaurant, and I keep getting reminded that I picked that restaurant. Anyway, down to the Dallas. So the Real Housewives of Dallas, child. Not a whole lot going on there. Rumor has it that Tiffany Moon is coming back for another season. Rumor has it. Deandra is coming back for another season. We know Brandy's leaving. We think, rumor, that Carrie is leaving. Rumor that Carrie is leaving. But Cameron Westcott allegedly is still on the show. Now, y'all know how I feel about what happened with Cameron Westcott and her brother-in-law and her husband making those very nasty racial comments, and her making those racial comments as well. So my problem is this. If you're going to bring her back, which I really don't want to see her come back, but if you are going to bring her back, then bring her back with a storyline of her fucking apologizing to Tiffany Moon and them going through the whole situation, okay? That is how you bring her back. Don't bring her back with no bull hockey. Bring her back with an apology and for us to have a real serious conversation about race. But I don't want her back because I think that what she did and the things she said and her husband and the brother-in-law backing her up and doubling down on it, I got a problem with that. But I am here for if we're going to use it as a moment to educate. Okay, I'm here for that. Y'all know I'm here for it. Now, yes, I think they should bring Carrie back, even though Carrie irritates my soul, y'all. Carrie irritates my soul. She irritates my soul. But I do think they should bring Carrie back. And here's why they should bring Carrie back. They should bring Carrie back because Carrie has a storyline. She's going through a divorce. She had to move out of her home and get a new home and adjust to life without her husband, who she has said is basically the breadwinner, and she didn't have any of her own money. She's trying to get her jewelry line launched, but during COVID, she had some issues with that. I think she has a really good storyline. I think she's got a really, really good storyline. So I think she should come back, Listen, let me tell you something. I think Sheree's still around, child. They say she's living in that house, so she paying the bill somehow. I think they should bring Leanne back. I think them bringing Leanne back will definitely give them a spark because last season was a dud, okay? Most of these shows were a dud last season, but that one was a big dud, okay? But I think they should bring Leanne back. Now, if you watch The Real Housewives of Dallas, y'all know who I'm talking about. Leanne had issues. Leanne was crazy as hell, but Leanne made for good TV. Now, Leanne did make some racial comments as well, but my thing is, hell, if you're going to keep Cameron, you're going to keep Cameron and you're going to keep Brandy, you might as well go and bring Leanne back. We can have a whole, Black Lives Matter, Colored Lives Matter moment on the season. You can have a whole education situation, okay? But if you're going to keep Brandy and let her do her whole, well, I went to the hospital and I got treatment for what I did, and you're gonna let Cameron and her ignorant ass husband and brother-in-law stay on the show, go and bring Leanne back. Surprisingly, the bill on the contractors tab for that chateau is still open. Child. It ain't surprising to me. Yeah, and don't get me wrong, y'all. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that because y'all, if you go back and look at my reviews, y'all know I used to give it to Leanne. I gave it to Leanne. But all I'm saying is, if you're looking for ratings Spark and you're going to keep the other racists on the show, you might as well let her stay too. I mean, hell. Are you going to kick her off of? But I think Leanne made for good TV. Again, if we're looking for a spark, there's your spark. So anyway, so there's that. So that's really all it is with Dallas. Stephanie, I think Stephanie is coming back. But Stephanie without Brandy, not sure what we're gonna do with that. Because their whole thing is that they're best friends and they're this and they're that. So I mean, Stephanie has done a better job of building relationships with the other ladies and filming with the other ladies. I feel like Brandy sort of limited her filming. And especially this last season with everything else going on. But Stephanie does film with the other ladies and seem to have a relationship with the other ladies, but I don't know, y'all. Thank you, Xavier. Thank you. All right, let's get on over to Salt Lake City. So, hey Jay Parrish, where have you been, boo? It's good to see you. So let's get on over here to these Salt Lake City women. So we know about Jen Shah. The majority of the season is going to be around Jen Shah and her situation, her legal woes. We know that. We've heard about it. The trailer dropped. So if you have not, the trailer has not dropped. The trailer is going to probably drop sometime in the next week or so because we do have an air date of September the 7th. So that's a Sunday, I believe. And if I'm wrong, then my date is wrong. But they were going to be premiering on a Sunday, and it looks like that they're going to get the time slot of either like the Real Housewives of Potomac time slot, because by September Potomac will be done, or probably on their reunion. Salt Lake City will probably premiere while Potomac is filming airing their reunion. You be in the clouds, okay, boo. Mwah. So that's what it seems like. So because it's going to premiere in a month, the super trailer is going to probably drop this week. Be on the lookout for it. It'll probably drop this week. Waiting with bated breath. Now, the situation that happened with Mary Crosby last week, we know Mary Crosby was arrested or was charged. I don't know if she was arrested, with child endangerment or something. It sounds like basically she let a child stay at her home that's having problems in his or her home, and the parents filed charges that she was allowing an underage child stay in her home against their parents' wishes. Now, I don't know the whole story, so let me put my stank on it. Can I put my stank on it, y'all? This is all allegedly. This is just my stank. Y'all ready for my stank on it? Here go my stank on it. My stank on it is that her son, because her son is in the mix as well, probably because it's her son's friend. This what I think had happened. Y'all ready for me to tell y'all what I think had happened? Her son's friend got into a fight at home. And the parents either put him out or he ran away from home, went to Mary's house and stayed with her son, his friend, or her friend. And that's how Mary even got involved. Let's be clear. We already know Mary was somewhere in that closet fumbling through some vintage Louis Vuitton from somewhere doing something else. So let's be clear. Mary ain't even know that boy was in the house or girl. Mary ain't even know that child was there. So that's what it sounds like happened. I feel like the parents, again, this is my stank, y'all. This is me putting my stank on it. This is me putting my stank on it, okay? So my stank says that maybe the little boy was coming out the closet and the parents put him out the house, and then he went to go stay with Mary's son. That's his friend. And Mary's son probably called Mary in the closet and said, "Mama, can so-and-so stay tonight?" His parents said it's cool. And Mary was like, "All right, that's cool." And that's it. And Mary didn't even know nothing about it until somebody knocked on her door. That's my stank on it, y'all. That's my stank on it. That's all I'm gonna say. Could it be the girl her son was buying the Gucci? I I don't think it was. I don't think it was her. I really don't. And again, I don't know this to be a fact. I don't think it was her. I think it was. I don't think it was her. But that's what it sounds like. Y'all know, as teenagers, kids get into fights with their parents and they leave. And I feel like that's what happened. I don't know what the fight was about, child. I'm just adding to it. But I feel like there was a fight and the little boy or girl went over Mary's house and was staying with the son. Might have been there for a couple of days for all we know. But let's be clear. Mary ain't know. Mary ain't know. So I feel like that's what happened. But none of that will be on this season because they're already done filming. Like literally the show wrapped weeks ago. So they ain't about to, that's not gonna be on the show. It might be on next season, but it won't be on the show. So there's that. Can't get over the use of the word friend. Cams, I'm just saying, Cams. Listen, Cams, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. So that's what it was, y'all. Down to the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City. But the big news coming out of there is that we have an air date. So in a month's time, in less than a month, in about 3 weeks, we are going to have Salt Lake City. All right. And we are ready. We are waiting for it. We are ready. Yeah, they'll talk about it at the reunion. But did y'all see Mary Cosby at the last reunion? Yeah, they'll probably bring it up at the reunion. I feel like it'll be brought up at the reunion. All right, Real Housewives of Orange County. Listen, I don't really have a lot for y'all because I really ain't following them like that because I don't know them like that. But we do know that I already told you that 3 of the characters got fired. Kelly Dodd got in trouble for saying some homophobic shit last week, and then she apologized for it. Listen, Kelly Dodd is a racist. It is what it is. And now that she's no longer on the show and she don't have to even pretend, she's just being really nasty and really disrespectful. So, hey, Cameron, how you doing, babes? We're talking Real Housewives news. We're just going franchise by franchise. So I do know that we know that the one housewife was brought back, but I saw a headline and I didn't look at the video. Damn it. It's on Up and Adam. So y'all can go check the video out over on Up and Adam. I didn't get a chance to click on it yet, but allegedly one of the husbands is divorcing one of the ladies on Salt Lake City while they filming. Like he serves her with divorce papers while they are filming. I don't know who that is. But y'all can go over to Up and Adam. It's over there. I have to look at it myself and I'll bring it back to y'all because I really didn't click on the link. Because I don't watch the show, so I don't know these people. I'm not really vested in them like that. But allegedly, he filed for divorce while they are filming. So the Real Housewives of Orange County are filming right now. I do not have a start date, which is all the more reason why I feel like they're gonna move up New Jersey because they're done. And we normally have at least 2 housewife shows in rotation. And I think New York is finishing up. And then we know we have Potomac and then Salt Lake City. So something's got to come in after Potomac is over for Salt Lake City. And I think they're just going to move up New Jersey because Orange County they're still filming as well. Yeah, I don't even know, child. All right, last but not least, let's get to these Beverly Hills chicks. First of all, let me say this. Erica Jane, I don't know who in the hell told you that it was going to be a good idea for you to film this season. You should not. Oh, thank you so much, Jackie. Oh, you trying to sip all the tea before work? Well, I'm trying to give it all to you before work, honey. I'm trying to give it all. I'm almost done because Beverly Hills is the last franchise we're going to talk about. So that I'm almost done. Y'all, want somebody left a comment underneath one of my videos said, girl, stop smacking them lips. I don't even realize I'm doing it, y'all. I'm sorry if it's irritating. I don't even realize I'm doing it. I have no idea why Erica thought this was a good idea. Because on this week's episode, what we found out is a couple of things. One, we caught Erica in about 3 lies. Like, we suspected that Erica was lying, but we straight up caught Erica in 3 lies on this episode. We caught her. Like, it's on tape in front of our faces. We heard you say it, lie. Second of all, you're telling on the more you talk, I think you think it's making you endearing to us, but it's really turning us off. So let me give you guys an example of what went down on this last episode. So the first lie we caught Erica in was Erica talking about oh shoot. Hold on, because I know the big lie at the end of the episode. It was one early on in the episode that we caught Erica in. Damn it, what was it? Damn it. What was it, y'all? Damn it. Okay. Forget it. I can't remember what it was now. Go back and look at my review because it's in my review. But what we found out with that whole situation at the end of the episode where she went off on Garcelle, here's what the tea is on that. Because it seemed really weird that Erica snapped at Garcelle the way she came at Garcelle. It seemed like it came out of nowhere and it was unfounded. Well, here's the problem. Here's what happened. We know that she's been telling us for weeks that she hasn't heard from Tom. She hasn't talked to Tom. And she said Tom hasn't called her. Because she made it seem like, nope, he hasn't reached out to me at all. Nope, he hasn't called me at all. Nope, I haven't heard from him. She said that. I'm not crazy. I'm not hearing things. She said that man ain't called her. I heard it with my own 2 ears. Well, on the episode last week, she said, well, Tom calls me every day, but I just can't answer his calls because I need to be able to say that I haven't talked to him. Listen. First of all, I never believed that to begin with, because if you think that I believe that you took your happy ass back to that mansion and backed up a U-Haul truck and was packing up that truck the whole damn day, you think that I don't think that somebody called Tom? Tom got to have housekeepers, groundskeepers, and everything else in that house. You mean somebody didn't call Tom and tell him, bruh, Erica moving out? You think a neighbor didn't call him? Like, that is what people do. You think that I believe that for a second Tom did not know Erica had loaded up that damn U-Haul? Just like I don't believe that Erica only took the stuff we saw her in that house. Erica got a whole storage unit somewhere full of shit, and I believe it. And ain't nobody gonna convince me otherwise, okay? So you think that I think that Tom took his ass home, saw that his wife had packed up the whole damn house, and said, good riddance to her. You think I don't think he called her? That's crazy. That is crazy to believe that she ain't called that man. Okay? So what she said was, she was talking now, well, this is what had happened. It got caught on a hot mic. Erica didn't mean to say on the show, Tom calls me every day. That was caught on a hot mic. When they showed, if you look at the episode, it looked like Erica, Garcelle, and Crystal were walking away from the scene. Their backs were to us, so we couldn't see their mouths, and they spliced that in. That is not when Erica said that. Allegedly, from what I found out is, Erica said that in the car to Crystal, and she didn't realize she had on a hot mic. Well, Bravo, they can, anything you say on a hot mic, they have a right to. And Erica went to production and begged production not to use it. She didn't realize she had on a hot mic. She didn't mean to say it publicly. That was something she thought she was having a private conversation with Crystal about, which is why she told Crystal she didn't want it to be repeated. Well, Garcelle, I think the producers put a battery in Garcelle's back, but I don't think that Garcelle knew that that wasn't something that Erica wanted brought up on the show. So when the producers were like, go on, repeat that. Right. Garcelle wasn't even there. So that's why I'm saying I feel like the producers put a battery in Garcelle's back so they could have a conversation about it. They needed it to be brought up so that there could be a conversation about it. And that is why Erica responded the way she responded because she had asked production not to bring it up. And Garcelle wasn't even the one she was talking to. She was talking to Crystal. And according to Lisa Rinna, there was a whole fight between Erica Jane and production over that scene. Erica Jane went off, which is why we hear the meltdown at the end. We hear her in the bathroom crying, and we hear her saying, I've done everything to be as open and honest as I could be. Like, you hear her saying, I've done everything I can to be as open and honest. I've given y'all everything y'all asked of me. So you hear Erica saying, listen, because I was like, who the fuck is she talking to? But she was talking to production. She had a whole meltdown, y'all. So, but that is why your ass shouldn't have been filming. That is because of stuff like that is the reason why your ass shouldn't be filming. You should have came back to the show until this was over with and you could say whatever you needed to say. But at this point, everything you say is going to be scrutinized, just like when they got to the resort and Crystal is staying in a regular old, like, it looked like an old regular hotel suite. I mean, it was a suite, but it wasn't like top of the line penthouse. And Erica Jane is staying in this whole damn house with, you know, a pool and balcony doors. And I was like, I am P. How you doing, P? And I'm like, the optics are not good, Erica. You're sitting here talking about how poor you are and how you got to learn how to go into the bank because you ain't had a bank card in 20 years and you didn't even know how to. And that whole scene pissed me off too because, Erica, you ain't been rich your whole damn life. Now, you show me a Paris Hilton who's been rich their whole life. Okay, I'm going to get it. You probably didn't know how to go into a bank and open up a bank account because you ain't never had to do it. But Erica, you was dancing down to the Hangers Club out by the airport in New York. You were a hostess at a restaurant when you met your husband and you had a child and were in your 30s. Girl, stop playing with me. You know how to go into a bank. You know how to use a bank card. You know how to open up a bank account. Stop acting like you ain't never done none of this shit. I get it that for the last 20 years you've been living in the lap of luxury, but stop acting like you don't know how to do none of it. Like, stop it. Stop it. Bravo said that they will cooperate. Bravo has already stated that they will cooperate and they will turn over whatever footage that is requested of them from the court. Side note, I think Crystal was much more than the madam's assistant. Well, man, I'm gonna leave that right there. She thought she could use the show to garner sympathy, or she cried and share her woes. Yeah, absolutely, she did. She did. That backfired. She did. And banking may have evolved, but the rules of engagement are right. That's what I'm saying. Like, girl, stop playing with me. I get it that your life has been credit cards and cash for the last 20 years. I understand that. I'm not taking nothing away from that. But stop acting like. Excuse me. Stop acting like you ain't never went into a bank. Again, a trust fund, baby, that ain't never known anything different. Fine. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But, girl, you were well into your 30s before you fell into the arms of a Tom Girardi. And that's not to say you haven't had rich boyfriends in the past. I'm sure you dated men with money. I'm sure you absolutely have. That's fine. But let's not forget where he found you. Okay? You were living a regular life like the rest of us. You know how to open up a damn bank account. Stop playing, Erica. See, that's the shit that I can't. Like, you landed on too thick. You giving us too much. There's a rumor she hid money with one of. Yeah, I heard that rumor too. I heard that rumor. So yeah, it was like, so that was what that whole meltdown was. And Sutton is not here for it. Listen, let me tell you something. Crystal and Sutton, because Crystal ain't saying a whole lot, but Crystal ain't here for it either. Crystal ain't buying what Erica Jane is selling, and Sutton damn sure ain't. Because Sutton was like, listen, I done been through this before, okay? I done been through this situation. I done been through this kind of a situation. I done been through a divorce and some more stuff. I ain't buying what you selling, and I don't want no parts of this bullshit. That's what Sutton said. Now, y'all can say what y'all want to say about Sutton, but Sutton know what's up. Erica, how you going to own a whole house that you talking about something you never seen before? Oh, that's what the other lie was. See, thank you. I know I remember. The other lie was, and we, again, this was on camera. She had a whole conversation with Garcelle and told Garcelle that she didn't know anything about any rumors of affairs and that there was no third party involved in her relationship with Tom. No, there was no third party. No. None of that went down. But then you had a whole conversation at dinner the other night with the ladies talking about how much Tom ass cheated on you. And it's on tape. So which one is the truth, Erica? That he had affairs or that he didn't have affairs? See, that's why your ass shouldn't have been on this season. I've been working in a bank for 27 years. The only thing that's changed is online banking. Right. I mean, and let's be clear. Even if you're not familiar with online banking, you can still take your happy ass into the bank and do whatever it is you need to do. What's up, Face? Shout out to Face, who DJ'd my sister's wedding yesterday. We had a good time. I know we didn't dance as much as we probably should. Listen, let me tell you something. I was tired. I tried my best, child. I was tired. I was tired. It's all topic, but I love your story times, especially the one with roommate Priscilla. Please keep them coming. All right. I do have a couple of story times to share. I said I was going to do a members only. I was going to try to do one today. I didn't know how I was going to feel today. So I said I would go live because I got to get ready to get off of here now because I'm going to dinner. Like I said, my niece is in town. And so we're getting ready to go to dinner in a few minutes. But I will definitely we're going to get on some story times. We're going to get some story times. Erica failed to sway public opinion. She almost had Sutton in the beginning, but Sutton quickly seen. Right, because Sutton been through this. Like, Sutton went through a high-end divorce with her ex-husband. And like she said, listen, I didn't know I was a minority owner in 2 Major League Baseball teams until my divorce. Hell, but that's why you get the forensics. For you to have a whole house with your name on it that you didn't know nothing about, never visited. And LaQuinta, let's be clear, LaQuinta ain't that far from L.A. Y'all drove down. So it's a couple of hours, I guess. I'm assuming it's only a couple of hours away. And for you to never, I mean, you weren't even curious enough to drive by and see what the house looked like. I wish I would find out that my husband owned a whole house and it got my name on it and I ain't never seen it. The devil is a lie. You think I believe that Erica Jane ass ain't go check that house out? Y'all believe that for real? Y'all really believe that Erica ain't never been down there? Wonder why her lawyers didn't want to get. Well, remember, her lawyers tried to get fired. They wanted to leave her. They wanted to fire her as a client, and that was one of the things they said. They said that she would not cooperate. She wouldn't cooperate. And I feel like those are some of the things they were probably trying to tell her to do or not do. But also were Eric and Tom sharing the same accounts. I don't know if they were sharing the same accounts, but what I'm saying is Erica knew the house existed. I'm talking about the house. I don't know about the money part. But because, again, y'all know Bravo. They showed a clip from a couple of seasons ago where Erica was talking about this house in LaQuinta. She was like, yeah, Kyle, me and you are neighbors. We're neighbors, and I don't even know you. But I've never been to the house. And remember, they tried to pull the house up, and then they found out the house was sold in 2018. How you buy a house with Erica's name on it and sell a house and Erica don't know nothing about it? Now, we've already gone through the whole thing about people signing documents that their husband put in front of them and don't know what it said. Like, we've been through that. We know what happens. So I'm not about to belabor that point. But do y'all think that I found out that my husband owned a house, and I get it, they rich, they own a lot of houses, but I promise you I'd have been to all of them. Even if I just want to see what it looked like, I'd have been to all them damn houses. Ain't no way in hell I've been married to somebody for 20 years and I haven't seen all the property that we own. I wish I would. I wish I would. You got time to go everywhere else. You better put on them sunglasses and a hat and ride past that house down in LaQuinta that you ain't know, that you ain't been to before. I wish I would have. I wish I would have. But then she opened up more questions to how she's paying her glam squad and how she's receiving funds from Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Broadway. Well, they said, somebody put in my comments that Erica's net worth by herself is $4 million. And I believe that. Because you figure she's got the books. She did have her shoe deal. She had a deal with Savage Fenty. She had a deal with Shoe Dazzle. She was on Broadway. She gets her paycheck from and she's been on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. She's probably making a pretty little penny. Her salary from Beverly Hills is probably over $1 million a season at this point. So I believe it. I can believe it that her net worth outside of her husband is probably $4 million, give or take. I can believe that. What's up, Yana? Oh, girl, rest, because I'm about to get off of here in a few minutes. I got to get ready. I got to throw some clothes on and get down here to this restaurant. I got to put on some, take these shorts off and put on some jeans because I know that the restaurant's going to probably be a little cool. Right. And remember, she was torn before COVID and stuff like that. And remember, everything she was making was going in her pocket because Tom was paying for all of that. So I can believe that she got a little money in the bank. But again, it's the optics. It's the optics. You probably don't want to keep your glam squad. It's the optics, girl. You were being sued. You were in bankruptcy court. Like, and they're trying to prove that you knew about what your husband was doing. And then she had a nerve to say that she think that he was a good guy, that all of this started after the car accident. No, ma'am. Go look at the documentary, girl. The Housewife and the Hustler. This been going on for years. People have been complaining about your husband for years. This didn't just start after that phantom car accident. But again, she's saying she hasn't banked in over 20 years. That's the thing. She should have stayed off the season. Yeah, she should have just stayed where the hell she was. I mean, and here's the thing. She could have sat this season out and she could have come back next season because, again, her storyline writes itself. They would have welcomed her back with open arms. Or she had said, listen, I got to sit this season out, but as soon as I can talk about it, I'm going to come back on the show. She could have negotiated a nice-ass salary and done the exact same thing, but at least she wouldn't have had this legal case hovering over her head. You know what I'm saying? Give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe this new info that has changed her position on things such as the cheating child. The not so humble brag of Kyle, we are neighbors, has come back to haunt her. Exactly. And y'all know Bravo be keeping that shit. Bravo don't get rid of nothing. All right, y'all. I have to get ready to get out of here. When I come back, I will give you I'll give you the wedding story time. I don't have time today because I got to get ready to get to dinner, but I will give y'all the wedding story time, honey. But we had a good time. Again, if you follow me on Instagram, you saw some of the pictures from the wedding. Had a great time. My sister was a beautiful bride. My mom was beautiful in her outfit, and we had a really, really good time. My nephew was cute in his little tux and the ring bearer, honey. I'll give y'all the whole story, child. But yeah, y'all can check out some of the pictures, but we did have a good time. We did have a good time. And my sister is married. So everything hurts. Oh, I'm so sorry, but you're going to be sexy when the swelling is done. Thank you, Abby. You listen, I almost didn't wear that dress, and I got so many compliments on that dress yesterday. I was like, I must look cute. And I started not to even, I wasn't going to wear that dress. I was not, but I got so many compliments, girl. Yes. All right, y'all. Let me get out of here before I be late. I got to be there at 6:30 and I ain't walked out the door yet. All right. I will talk to y'all later. I will drop some videos when I get home because I've already recorded 3 videos. I just got to upload them. And I'll get y'all, when I get home, I'll get y'all some stuff out tonight. All right? What's up, crackhead Willie? Thank you, boo. Thank you much. Thank you. All right, y'all. I'll talk to y'all later. Peace. Thank you for the cash apps. I mean, not the cash apps. Thank you for the super chats. I really appreciate it. Thank y'all so much again. Peace.